that Chassidim and Misnagdim. So basically, one of my projects is to make Chassidim look more conservative. I have a project to make Misnagdim look more exciting and make Chassidim look more conservative than is sometimes presented as the case. So I just want to finish by continuing to do that. And hopefully, maybe one day we'll have a chance to flesh it out. Reb Chaim Volozhner in Nefesh HaChaim comments on the Chassidic doctrine that's considered typical of Chassidius, the doctrine of complete divine immanence. Leisa sar ponui minei, there is no place devoid of him. It's the Lurianic doctrine of tzimtzum, of divine contraction, where God is seen to be absent from the world, is viewed as ultimately illusory. It's only a matter of concealment, but in fact, God is present always in everything. God is in all, and all is in God. Leisa sar ponui minei, there is no place devoid of him. But Chaim Volozhner comments upon that doctrine in Shar Gimel Perek Gimel. That is what is written in the pasuk Yirmiyah Chav Gimel. Haloyes hashamayim v'sa'aretz ani molei. I am full of the heavens of the earth, or the heavens and the earth are filled with me. The Yoisem Mufurish b'Mishnah Torah and in Dvarim it's spelled out more clearly. That the Lord is God in the heavens above, and on the earth below there is no other. Meaning he's understanding it the way the Chassidim understand it. That it doesn't mean just that there's no other God. There is nothing else that exists other than God. You, Moshe Rabbeinu, have shown us to know that the Lord is God. There is naught but Him. Not just that there is none but Him. There is naught but Him. Ultimately, nothing exists other than God. It means exactly as it seems to be saying, that nothing exists besides He, may His name be blessed. B'shum bechina v'nekuda, in any point. B'shum bechina v'nekuda pratas sheb'chol oilamus, in any specific point in all the worlds, naught exists but Him. El yoyna v'taktoinim, in the higher worlds and the lower worlds, v'abriyas kulam, in all the creations. Rak atzmas achduse aposhitis baruch shmoy levad. Only His divine oneness, His essence, is completely simple, unitary essence. Only that is all. Okay. And this is also included in what Chazal said, that He, may He be blessed, is the place of the world. He's called HaMokim, the place, because He is considered to be the place, the location of the world, and the world is not considered His location, the world is in Him. Even though all the places in which we experience a sense of place in this world, we experience them sensibly. All those places are not really essential places that have an existence of their own. But He, may His name be blessed, is the place of all the places. From His side, they're all considered as if they wouldn't exist at all. Even now, just like before the world was created. Pretty exciting, right? So he goes all the way with the Chassidim so far that everything is God, God is all that exists, and that's all, that's where it begins and that's where it ends, and the world doesn't really exist. However, we introduced things, we spoke earlier at the beginning of our words, that Chazal compared their words to coals, flaming coals, that one must be very cautious with their coals, not to enter in, to contemplate, and try to understand things, to investigate into things more than is proper. Concerning things where permission is not granted, to think into it a great deal, and one may be burned by the coal. And so it is with this awesome thing. This thing is not said only the Chacham will midate primis inyan b'shiyura de libe. Only a great Chacham who can understand from his own mind, because he's on such a high spiritual level, he can understand the inward meaning of this thing. To inflame his heart with this inyan, with this matter, for the service of prayer. But to think about this too much is a great danger. I would really restrain myself and I wouldn't speak about this at all. Because the early generations were very careful to conceal this matter. That the Rekech speaks about that he speaks about only beremes. Okay. So then he speaks about why it's very important to keep it hidden. The Kama Zahiris, you say that Tzarech Adam Yizor b'Zev Lishmas Nafshei Ma'oid b'Mishmeres l'Mishmeres. How much does a person need to be careful and guard himself with one watching upon another, with one fencing off after another? God forbid his heart will take him to think into this thought and focus on it very heavily, to actually conduct himself in accordance with this thought. It can come out of this, God forbid, the destruction of many foundations of the Torah. May the merciful one save us. And he can easily become entrapped. He can easily stumble and become entrapped by the net, the trap of the evil one. Who will show him a heter, can show him a dispensation, show him as if he has permission according to this thought. For instance, the harher b'divrei Torah b'she'et nefesh, to think in divrei Torah blithely, af b'mekoymes ha'metunofim, even in filthy places where it is forbidden to think in words of Torah. Once it will be established, for the person, everything is all just divinity. So what's the difference where I am? Even if I'm in the filthiest, disgusting, most disgusting place, I'm in the latrine, I'm in the sewer, but really everything is all God. So what's the difference? Why can't I think of Torah here just like I think of Torah in the basement? And he speaks about how Chazal spoke about how terrible this sin was. Chazal says the person has the merciful one save us, like they said in Brachos Kaftal and Beis, that this person is in the category of he has shamed the word of God. That refers to a person who thinks words of Torah in filthy places. Also many other mistakes which can come out, God forbid. If one's actual actions were established upon this way, and instead of just thinking about it. And that's what brought me to speak about this, in order to warn people to keep away from what could come out of this Chassidius. Okay. So basically, this is the famous piece from Chaim Volozhner, where I of course didn't read all of it, but basically